Welcome back to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, so today I want to discuss Brian McKnight and his deadbeat ways. Brian McKnight said, I'm starting back at one, a whole new family. So Brian McKnight recently posted his stepdaughter with the caption that says, Jules, I became a girl dad because of you, and I couldn't have asked for a better daughter. Visiting you on campus and seeing how happy you are living in this beach house with all your friends for your senior year reminded us both of how proud we are of the woman you have become and the incredible student you continue to be. Here's to you, Jules, the perfect daughter I always wanted. And in December of last year, he posted, today we celebrate you, Jules, on your birthday. Your mom and I couldn't be prouder of you, and I couldn't ask for a better daughter than you. Happy birthday to the best daughter ever. Love you a zillion. Boy, bye. Brian McKnight saying that Jules is the perfect daughter and that he became a girl dad because of her is very odd because he has a biological daughter. Brian McKnight has 2 sons and a daughter from previous marriages or previous entanglements. But if you take a look at his Instagram today, it's as if he doesn't have any kids other than his stepkids from his recent wife, Leilani. Y'all, even his Instagram bio says husband of Leilani, father of Julia, Jack, Kekoa, Mateo, and Brian Kayona Makoa. Who are these people? Where are the McKnights? Where are the original McKnights? Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with blended families and treating your stepchildren as if they're your own. In fact, I encourage that, but not at the expense of your biological children. They're not a replacement, they're an addition, okay? You don't see him posting any of his children or his grandchildren. You don't see him celebrating them, wishing them happy birthdays, attending baby showers, nothing. It's as if they don't even exist. Now, if you don't know, back in 2019, Brian McKnight posted his stepson on his Instagram congratulating him for working a job at McDonald's and helping his parents buy him a new car. He said, here's my son Jack with his new Challenger. I'm so proud of you, my boy. No one deserves this more than you. No one asked you to go and you got a job at McDonald's to help pay for it, and we didn't even ask you to do that either. You took your hard-earned money and said, here, I want to help you pay for it, BKM. And I cried because I know that you don't take things for granted. You love and respect me as your father, not just because I'm married to your mother, and I love you as my son, period. Enjoy, but take it easy. It's a V8, Brianized, proud dad, I love our life, all American muscle. His oldest son, Brian McKnight Jr., came out to say that Brian McKnight had abandoned him and his bio siblings. He came out again in 2021 and said, when it comes to my father, the proof is in the pudding. If there are still people out there wasting their breath, putting us down for speaking our truth, challenge them to question how they think they know our father better than us. LOL, you know his body of work. We came from his actual nuts. Wow. Brian McKnight came back out to say that he never abandoned them and that he's estranged from them because of their behaviors. He says that they don't want to grow up. He tried to teach them how to be a man, to be independent, but they don't want to grow up. They just want to continue to rely on his money and his fame. He then made claims that his daughter had possibly been sexual with one of her older cousins. Mind you, she was a minor at the time. So basically, his reasoning for abandoning Brianna is because she was sexually assaulted by a family member? Brian. After that statement, Brianna did file a defamation lawsuit against her father. I'm going to read some of the document here. It states the defendant's assertion that he received information that Brianna, when a minor, had sex with an adult cousin was a false assertion of a probable fact and implies the existence of undisclosed knowledge or factual information supporting the statement that Brianna was having sex with an adult cousin when she was a minor. A reasonable person listening to the defendant's defamatory statement concerning Brianna could conclude that the published statements assert factual matters. In fact, Brianna had never engaged in any sexual contact of any kind with any relative of any age while a minor or otherwise. Plaintiff is informed and believes, and based upon such information, alleges that no one ever told the defendant that she had sex with a cousin or words to that effect. If something to that effect was stated, the defendant seized upon an obviously untrustworthy rumor, failed to look into its truthfulness, disregarded the probable falsity of any such rumor, and recklessly and maliciously repeated it to a large audience of his followers, knowing that the repetition will cause harm to Brianna. And I'm gonna jump down to C. If the defendant had heard some rumor to the effect that Brianna, when a minor, was having sex with an adult cousin or words to that effect, the defendant failed to investigate or failed to use reasonable care in investigating the truth of the rumor before publishing it to a large audience of his fans. This is just disgusting and sad. You're better off having a dead daddy or no daddy than Brian McKnight. Oh, I just can't even imagine the mental turmoil that this girl is experiencing because of what her father has done. He basically put out this rumor about his own child, did nothing to investigate, and just said, well, that's the reason why I'm distancing myself from her. It literally makes no sense. There was no congratulations on her graduation. There was no congratulations when she excels in life. It's like she's catching strays for simply being born or simply being alive when she didn't ask to be here. He also said that her mother is a gold digger and, she just had the baby for money. Well, you had unprotected sex with a quote unquote gold digger. So now you have to raise that child and love that child. Like, sorry, not sorry. That's not an excuse. And to make things even worse, him and his new wife have a new baby on the way, and he named the new baby Brian McKnight Jr. His first biological son name is Brian McKnight Jr. This is giving horror movie vibes. You're trying to replace your black family with a non-black family. It's like Get Out with a twist. Listen, Brian said, my new family need to pass the paper bag test. Now, let me just say this for real. I don't care how you try to justify it. There's really no reason other than your child is a murderer, your child is a abuser in some way, but there's really no reason other than that to disown your own children. As a father, as a parent, yes, it is your job to prepare your children to grow up and be independent one day, meaning they should not live their lives depending solely on your money. I completely get that. And the fact that he said they tried to offer them jobs, but they didn't want to stop smoking weed. I don't know if that's true or not, but if that is true, that is a problem. And I think at that point, yes, you can say, you know what? I'm trying my best to help you guys stand on your 2 feet. You have to meet me halfway, but that's not a reason to disown your children. Stop giving them allowances and finances. Yes. But completely disown them and act like they never existed? Hell no. Especially if you're out here giving your stepchildren lavish gifts. Every time I see a new photo, he's giving his stepdaughter or his stepson some type of lavish gift, and he's saying how proud he is of them. From what I see in the captions, he's saying that his stepkids actually work hard for the gifts that he gives them. But from what I saw, his sons actually are in the studio making music, and Brianna is in college winning volleyball trophies. So make it make sense. Like, how happy can you really be with these new kids if you constantly have to say, well, you're the one that I wanted? It's like, do you really love these kids, or do you love the fact that they mama ain't black? Do you really love these kids, or do you love the fact that their mama didn't put you on child support? Let's talk about it, okay? The manosphere is always talking about bitter baby mamas. Well, we got a bitter baby daddy right here. He's mad because he had to pay child support. He's mad because the children needed his support. Even as adults, sometimes adults need our parents' support. I think we need to let go of this idea that at a certain age, your children should never need you financially, emotionally. You're just this all-knowing adult. No. I remember growing up and telling my mom, I'm not a baby anymore. I'm not a baby anymore. And she said, well, you'll always be my baby, which means I'm always going to be your mother. I'm always going to be your protector, your provider. Yes, teach your children how to be independent. But please understand, once you have kids, it's a lifelong job till death do us part. And even after death, you should be leaving something for your kids. And I can guarantee you, those new kids are in his will. If and when he dies, those kids will gain his assets. Stop playing. And my last question is for the stepmom and the step siblings. Have y'all tried to reach out? Have y'all tried to talk to Brian and say, listen, we want to invite them over for Thanksgiving. We want to invite them over for Christmas. Let's really blend this family. I don't see that happening. Okay, they're okay with Brian starting back at 1. They're getting the benefits of being his only children. Child, this whole family a mess. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. How do you feel about parents disowning their children or cutting off their children because maybe their children didn't grow up to be what they wanted them to be, or maybe because the children still rely on their parents? Most parents feeling like once you're 18, you're on your own. Let me know your thoughts on that. Let me know your thoughts on Brian's new family. It's giving movie vibes. Somebody needs to pick this up, but trust me, Brian's karma is coming, and it's coming soon. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you at the next one. Later.